So still we are left with the two different forms. For example, we are left with managing employee and managing the account, and these two forms are the crucial form for us because we want to do some level of complex data binding. We have very complex data binding with these forms. I think what is the Ramesh Ram, isn't it? I always forget the username. Let me check what is the username. Okay, password is something Ramesh ESH. Okay, let me run. This is where we left last time, isn't it? We created admin, manage user, we created department. We are able to create department. Now today what we will do is we will simply go and create employee. Under employee I have employee name, department. See, the first thing that I want over here is to display the department. So whatever the department you create has to be displayed over to this form. Okay. So whatever is the department that you create last time, or whatever is the new department that you create has to be displayed under this combo box. For example, you have created already a department called marketing and finance. Now this, once I try to create employee, this should be displayed over here, right? So let's see how to do that work. And there are a few complex things that you have to learn. It's not that really easy to work. Still we'll be getting some problems, and then we'll try to sort out those problems. For example, if you look at the employee table, you have department ID, you don't have department name. You have ID. Okay, but we want to display the department name. But at the same time, whenever we want to make a cell, we want to save a department ID. See how we can do this work. This is a part of SQL, and I will just teach you the basics of joins. Not a very complex join, but basics of joins. So let me start off with this employee form. So let me start off with the very basic, and then let me go to the complicated topic. So let us start with our employee form, and under employee form we have various categories. Let me make this larger. Let me make it larger. And department, let me make it big. Let me change the property of this department. I don't want a user to input anything, so I will change it to drop down list. Okay, now nobody will be able to just write it down over there. So the first thing that I have to do is to rename all the controls. I think it's not renamed, so let me rename all the controls. So I think this should be txt employee name. This is CMB department. DTP hire date. TXT address. TXT contact. This is salary, so TXT salary. Email, so TXT email. And finally BTN add, BTN update, BTN delete, and BTN close. and let me name this grid view as a DGB employee details, and let me make it doc property to fill this entire control. That's it. Now let me check what are, okay, I have everything mapping to my database: employee name, department ID, DOB, hire date, contact, salary, email. Oh, I don't have one thing over here. I don't have a address. I don't have an address in my database. So let me go and change this table so that I can have an address. After hire date, I need address. So let me go and change this. Let me go to my database, let me go to my health DB, and then let me go to my tables, and I want employee table. Right click on it and right click and make script table as create to new query editor window. And here I have a create table. Let me drop this table before I drop this table. And I am not sure whether I'll be able to drop this or not, because already there are some references. Could not drop because it is referenced by a foreign key constant. Okay, we have a foreign key over here. That's why I cannot delete this. Cannot delete this because already there is a primary and foreign key constant. That's why I cannot delete this. I think this is linked with the account table. That's why I cannot drop this. So I am in problem now because this is linked with the account table. Until and unless I don't delete account, I cannot delete this table. I'm sorry, I think this is not the way to do. I need to check alter query. So I think it worked. So let me see. Refresh this. Okay, I have been able to add the address. I just altered the table and I added one field called address. This is a part of SQL in learning later on, altered table and DDN and DMS will be running in the next semester. So I was missing address, I could add it right now. Okay, it's fine now. Now let me go to my again my solution, and then now I think I should have address. Right click on it. Let me click on refresh and then I should be able to, okay, I have address now. So I have address, contact, salary and email. I have everything now. Now what I am supposed to do is to create a class and to write a method that will make an insert, update and delete operation for employee. Okay. So let's see how to do that work. Now let me go to the solution explorer. Let me go to the data access layer, right click on it and let me click add and a new class. We will repeat the whole procedure again and I will name this as employee class. Okay, now let me say again, I will repeat the same process. So this is going to be now and I am going to create a function employee ID, name. Okay, there is a department ID, so it is a department ID, and then string DOB, string hire date, string contact, double salary, string email, string address and integer mode. Let me put a try catch. So before I move on, let me create a connection. Connection is made. Let me use finally. Come that close. Now let me go to over here and let me write my logic. So let's say integer result equals to 0. Return result. Huh? कौन बना? Employee table. The values are employee name, department ID, DOB, hire date, contact, salary, email, address. Okay, these are the things, and then the values are at the rate employee name, department ID, DOB, hire date, contact, salary, email, address, and that's it. But if mode equals to 2, we'll make an update. But if mode equals to 3, we make a different operation. We make a delete operation. That's it. Now let us write SQL command. Now let us pass some parameters. Okay, now the connection. That's it. I made all those insert operation. Now let me do one thing. Let me get all those employees. Let me create another function, public data table, get all employees. Let us make a try catch again. EX, throw EX, and finally connection is closed. Let me go over here, write down the command. That's it, my job is over now. Now I made all those things that I required for a database. Now let me go to my employee form and let's say I just want to show all my department over here, right? So when the form loads, I want to show all my department over here. So let's see how to do that. So let me double click on this form load. So form load over code is triggered, and I already have made a department class, isn't it? And I already have a logic for getting all the departments. For example, if you go to a department class, you already have public data table get all departments, and this is getting all your departments, right? It's getting everything from a department, but I don't need everything. I just need a department name and a department ID, and I just want to show a department name. But at the same time, if I want to make a save operation, I should be able to save a department ID. See how to do that work. For that, you have a combo box. Let me go to employee form again, and here let me go and use using data access layer as you did last time. Let me create a department class. So department class DC equals to new department class, and again I have employee class. So let's say employee class EMP equals to new employee class. Sorry. Let me build this employee class before I proceed, otherwise I won't be able to see that. Okay, build 2 succeeded. So let me go to the employee form again and let me choose. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, sorry, this is private, that's why it's not shown. Let me make it public and let me build this again. Okay, so it's built. Let me go to this one again. Create employee class EC equals to EMP equals to new employee class, and let me go over here, put a try catch exceptional AX, and instead of through I'll be using a message box. Message box start show to catch the error and display the error appropriately, and here I'll just use my logic like I want to bind it to the grid view data combo box. So CMB combo box to department data source equals to from a department class I'll be getting all the departments, so get all departments. Now see this what this piece of code will do. Your DC is a department class, so if you go over here, this is accessing this department class, and this department has a 2 different functions. One is a manage department, another is a get all department, isn't it? So this, are you listening to me? You have a get all department. So what I am interested in, my major interest is in getting all the department, because I want to bind all the department to my combo box. But this department is getting all the value from a department table, isn't it? This is not getting a single value, it's getting all from a department table. Select star means get all the value. What I need simply a department name. So let's see how to do that. So DC means department class, get all department means get all the value from department. Now let's see how you can manage that. So CMB department dot, you have two different property for a combo box. One is the display member. So display member equals to department name, but at the same time we have another property, value member equals to department ID. That's it, and let's run it and see what it works, how it works. You will get some problem, so let's see how we can sort out that problem. Okay. Let me go to a employee form. You can see you are getting all the department, but the problem is it's showing you a marketing department in the beginning, isn't it? I don't want to show anything in the beginning. So how can I avoid that? So we have a code to avoid that. So let's say the code is, I don't want to display anything, so CMB department dot selected index equals to -1. That means no value is selected. 0 means 1, -1 means 0. If I do this, none of the value is selected, but if you click on drop down, you'll be getting to both department, right? Now it shows you a department, but while saving this will save an ID. See how. So let me go to my again employee class. Now I'll try to add an employee. I'll be using the employee class again. So let me right click on it and let me go to a designer and let me click on add button and let me use the try catch exception is ex and let me put a message box instead of throw. I may get some error because I have written my code so in the rush, that's why I will be getting some error. So let's say integer rs equals to emp, employee class is emp because we created simply a emp as an instance of this employee class. So this becomes emp now. So emp dot, now we want to add employee, so emp dot manage employee, and here we will pass all those parameters. Now the first parameter is id, so id is 0. The second one is employee name, so txt employee name dot text. Third one is department. Now department is id, isn't it? But the combo box is string, so we need to convert it to a integer. So let's put convert dot to int 32 cmb department dot, now selected value dot to string. We are not saving a dot text value, but we'll be saving a dot value because value is id, isn't it? We want to save a id, not the name. That's why selected value dot to string. If we select dot text, our text will be selected, but we don't want to select the text. We want to select the value. Now again, the third parameter is date. Now you don't need a conversion because we have already declared as this DOB. So DTP, I don't know why this is showing higher date. So let me check this. Sorry, this has become date time picker 1 and this has, okay. Let's rename this DTP DOB and let me go over here. DOB.text. The third parameter is higher date, so DTP higher date.text. The fourth parameter is contact, so txt contact.text. Salary is double, so I have to convert it to double, so convert dot to double. Txt salary.text. Email, so txt email.text. address, so txt address dot text, and mode is 1 for making a save operation. So let's choose 1 in order to make a save operation. If I do this, this will be able to save. Now let's check if rs is greater than 0, then I can display the message. Employee successfully added. And I'll just bind it to the grid view. So dgv dot data source equals to emp dot get all employee. That's it. And let me call this on a form load, because I want to show all my employee on my form load. Write down over here, and let's run this and see whether this works or not. Okay, so employee, let us create an employee called let me add this, and this got added without error. Now what problem do you see in this form? Do you see any sorts of problem? What problem do you see? What improvement do you think I have to make this for this form? Yes, department is ID. I don't want a department ID. I want a department name. What else? Okay, other problem is do you see this error? What if the field could have become blank, and then if I put an invalid field, it should ask for, okay, please don't provide the invalid field. Okay, I think I have taught you those things. So you have to manage that. Am I clear to you? So can you sort out those problems? Making all those fields blank and making sure none of the fields are blank. I just want you that you make sure none of the fields are blank. I don't want to validate this contact number. I don't want to validate this email address. Okay. I simply want that the fields should not be blank. Okay. And tomorrow I will teach you how you can get a department name instead of getting a department ID. So wrong, mistake. Let me